Welcome back, everybody, to Pop Culture Conspiracy. I'm your host, T. How are y'all doing today? And in this video, I'm going to be talking about Lil Baby's business partner, Chad Dillon, being unalived in Atlanta. Before I hop in, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments, and please turn on your notifications. You guys, of course, I'm not surprised by this news. I think Lil Baby is pretty hard up for a comeback. I think he's dwindling into irrelevancy. I think he's feeling the pressure because Jada, his baby mama, is more relevant than him. She makes headlines more than him. I just had to deal with her in a previous video not too long ago for some of the antics that she's been up to. But I think I mentioned in that video how I had noticed that her and Lil Baby, move a certain way. And this happening with Mr. Dillon continues to some extent vindicate my suspicions about how they get down, because again, the amount of people that just go missing or end up not with us anymore who are affiliated with celebrities is just astounding. Like, celebrities always have people around them that are passing away, and that makes me question, the legitimacy of that person's, again, unaliving. So, here we are again. Another one bites the dust. Now, I want to be realistic and logical. I understand that Atlanta is a city with a lot of crime. I don't live anywhere near Georgia, but I hear about it, and I'm familiar with the YSL RICO. The legitimacy of that is to be questioned. But I am familiar that there's a lot of ultra violence in Atlanta. I see it all the time, again, on the news, the stores getting robbed, and yes, a lot of shootings, and again, a lot of extreme violence. So I'm aware of the kind of the social dynamic. I've been to Atlanta. I'm aware of the social dynamic there. Again, a lot of crime, and before I move forward, I also want to add, I'm aware that Atlanta has a lot of crime, and I'm aware that Mr. Dillon did used to, as you see in the visuals, he did used to flex a lot online, flexing cars, mainly cars. And I'm not surprised he was unalived in a Rolls Royce, because the people who were looking for him knew exactly what car he was driving, because he's always on social media, or he was always on social media, stunting and posting and showing off and flexing all of these cars, and I get he was proud of himself, but Black people have a habit of doing that. We have a habit of getting money, we'll have motion, and then the main thing we want to do is run online to show what we have. I don't see business owners, white business owners and Asian business owners of restaurants, Latinos, a lot of other races, again, own restaurants, Indian people, like Italian people, whatever. I see a lot of other non-Blacks who have restaurants, and very successful restaurants that they've been running in their family, for well over 10 years. Many of them are, 20 years and up. And these people have long money. They've been in the business for a long time. They figured out how to really profit, and they don't be online showing off their personal success and showing off their material items. They don't flex on the community that they serve. Whereas in our community, especially knowing most of the people in the Black community, again, let's talk about these Black jobs. Most of the people in the Black community, a lot of us are, not making that much money, underprivileged. There are definitely financial and economical issues in the Black community. And it's like when we make any money, we just want to stunt and flex on, again, the same people that we come from and that we grew up with. So that is just something to note, and which just invites their bitterness in to want to attack us. So I look at the logic of, again, a person who was flexing in a crime-ridden city. But I also want to add in that this is a person who was affiliated with a celebrity, who's affiliated with some Jewish people. I told you guys that ever since that Mike Rubin party last year, I think something happened to him there where I think some type of work was done on him that has caused his career to see some type of decline. I think it's just strange because, again, after hanging out with all of them people, I would just think that you would actually have leveled up. And meanwhile, he's kind of, again, falling into obscurity. So I think he was told, you got to give somebody up because you already know how this game works. If you want to, you want to feature, you want more bookings, you want more promotion and marketing dollars, and you want some of these endorsement deals, you want to sign more deals because you always got to sign a deal, then, you have to give somebody up. And I think that's why we are seeing the unaliving of Mr. Dillon. I just believe that. I wouldn't be surprised if Lil Baby hops back on the scene in a few weeks or months with a new song that's doing well, or just another venture. I've already told you guys, I thought the seafood restaurant in the first place was money laundering, because I noticed this trend of celebrities, especially rappers, wanting to, or not wanting, but they get into the restaurant business or they get into the clothing business. And none of these people have a background or are known or have a hobby for cooking. And you know what I mean? They're not affiliated and not known for cooking. They're not known for, making clothes. They're just known for wearing other people's clothes. And when you have so many people hopping into an industry with so little experience and expertise, it should make you question them. And I know people want to invest into things all the time for financial gain, but I just feel like a lot of these people get into some of these ventures because they're money laundering fronts, okay? I think I've already told you guys, the industry period is really built off of money laundering. Again, they sign deals and they rap and they make music and they act and they model. They do this stuff on the front end. That's their front operation. Just like the mob boss who's got a couple restaurants himself or who's got a couple car washes. They have a legit business on the front end for the front. And then they're really making the bulk of their money doing something else on the back end. And I think that's what we see with celebrities all the time. Hence, again, them opening up these random restaurants that they really don't care about, because Lil Baby's restaurant, of course, they got horrible reviews, bad service, and again, a lot of these restaurants, all the way from Jay-Z to, again, Diddy and many, many more. Even Yo Gotti. Again, there's a lot of people. Isn't Yo Gotti signed under Roc Nation or managed under Roc Nation? He's got a Roc Nation affiliation. A lot of these people, again, they get into the restaurant business with no prior experience. They don't even have a history of, again, uploading cooking videos on IG and TikTok, but they hop right into the restaurant business or the apparel business, and then the business is ridden with operational problems, and then in a few years it closes. That is textbook money laundering. Textbook. And again, you're not going to get good service and hot food and cold drinks because they're not really there to serve food. You know what I mean? It's just a business that's just there for another purpose. And I think that I always thought that was the reason why Lil Baby got involved in a seafood restaurant called some generic ass name like the Seafood Menu. The name alone gives illegitimate. So I just can't ignore that, you guys. I just can't. But I'm just gonna, say rest in peace to Chad Dillon. I hate that a lot of innocent people or presumed innocent people who are affiliated with these public figures, I hate that they get caught up in the mix. But I want this to, again, continue to serve as a warning. You really got to be careful who you affiliate yourself with. And a lot of people who are involved, again, in Hollywood and celebrity stuff and stardom, it's a red flag. You just might want to, not get too close, because a lot of people around them end up not with us anymore. So let's talk in the comments, you guys. What do you think? Do you think this is an offering for, a new single, a new album, a new endorsement deal? Or do you think it's legitimate Atlanta violence just, impacting our community? So let's talk in the comments, you guys. Bye.